completely destroy the 4 fighters of Cyber Legacy. And they're good versus Terrorblade throughout the game, too. That's the one thing. It's like Pugna, he's always good versus TB. While on the other side, it's not so much. Like these heroes, they start to fall off pretty hard versus the anti-mage. These Tinies, Snapfire, and the Legion Commander, etc. They just start to really become weaker as Pugna's just fine.
Yeah, I mean, we saw last game from V-Tune on the Terrorblade. It was a game where he didn't really need to get the BKB that early. I feel like this time round on the hands of Kuman on Cyber Legacy, before he has a BKB, I don't know how he's going to be able to turn up to fights. It looks like there's just so many ways that they can mess with him before he has a BKB.
I totally agree. Yeah, I really don't feel like he can. I feel like he has to just either use meta to hit towers like on the other side of the map or just be jungling entirely. Like that's the only thing he can do with it. We see mid, Roger, he gets deep ward down bottom to, I guess this is to scout the lanes because they want to be able to put the pressure on Kuman. They don't want him to dodge. And then he walks mid and actually identifies that there's an obs ward there because he does a little trick where he peeks into the side of the mid lane. So Pugna will to get a D ward more than likely right at the start too.
I mean, and as you already started to talk about, this bottom lane, you know, Roger in general, on that combo again, they struggled against it in game 1. I mean, the heroes they have this time round, are they any better against this very, very strong duo of the Willow and the Mars?
The Undying is a lot better, in particular versus the Mars, but Willow is actually quite good versus Undying on the other side of it there too. So he'll be able to secure the lane better, in my opinion, but I think it'll still be pretty tough. They still can apply pressure.
See how much space Kuman's able to find himself in this bottom lane. As last game on the Spen, it was a very tough start against these two. The mid lane matchup, I mean, as you said, you just like the Pugna pick in general. I mean, when it comes to the laning stage, as well as this also a part of the game where we're going to see Iceberg excel?
Yep, love it. I think this is a hero that's for a long time has just always been one of these top mid heroes that I feel like people are just a little afraid to pick because it's so squishy and stuff like that. You're like, you have to be a specialist as a Pugna for the most part to be very comfortable on the hero. But yeah, very few losing matchups for this hero, and he's versus a melee, so it's just fantastic.
Yeah, we'll see how much of a tough time Magical gets given here from Iceberg as the waves continue. But yeah, as we see with those Decrepifys, easily able to secure range CS. Make sure that despite Magical having that hard hit from the Tiny, it's just not enough to really help him too much against Iceberg's harassment. And then on this top lane, we're going to sort of see someone come out here. We do know that the side of Na'Vi's got a strong duo on their off lane. I mean, how do you sort of rate this Legion Snapfire lane?
It's kind of meh. It's just kind of there. I don't feel like I can actually apply too much pressure onto anti-mage, if any at all. I actually feel like V-Tune's going to get full free farm up here.
That's certainly going to be a bit of a worry for Cyber Legacy, as we saw what V-Tune did with a good start in last game. This man knows how to farm. And this time around on the anti-mage, he's going to be able to showcase that even more so if he gets a good timing on the Battle Fury. As yeah, so far, first few waves, you can see in comparison, V-Tune is having that slightly bit better of a time than Kuman is down on the bottom. The mid lane, I mean, we're just a couple of minutes in, but it is already starting to look pretty messy. I mean, Iceberg 15-2 against the 8-0. He's able to clearly come out on top as you predicted. Yeah,
he's smashing the lane. Actually doing better, even better than I thought he was going to do. I thought it would be bad, but not this bad.
Just messing with every single CS that Magical is trying his best to get. And with the pressure that Iceberg can put on him, it's going to be hard for Magical to get the lane in a position that's going to allow him to try and contest the 4-minute power runes. Yeah, but we'll see what sort of help comes in from the side lanes around that, as both mids with their bottles are going to want to look for that refill.
Yeah, I think Bignum has to go check it. Slayer, I think, is a lot harder for him because he has Roger down here, and then he leaves the Terrorblade alone for a moment to kind of be at risk. So I feel like they have to go for the top rune. Magical has to just guess bottom. No rotation of the Phoenix just yet, or the Snapfire. They're not even starting the movements. So definitely feeling like Magical's not going to get this rune here.
No, unless he gets very lucky with the RNG and for whatever reason Iceberg doesn't head over himself.
The Tiny has to go for the bottom rune. But Roger is actually, instead of going for the rune, he sees a courier with that ward that he placed earlier, and he's going to be able to go check it. And they kill top.
Top, they do. The two of them are able to take them down and not only just get the kill, but also just look how low Blizzy's been brought. Only just relying on the 2 tangos. 4-minute rune coming in. It's going to be on the bottom half, so Slayer is able to keep it safe, but is going to be forced to have to pick it up as Roger heads over. So Magical not able to find the grab. Does manage to find the courier of Iceberg, so Brown Boots will be put to the side for a bit of time. Able to at least get that snipe, but with no bottle refill. Does have a salve Magical, so will manage to stick himself, keep himself in the lane.
Yeah, and because Slayer leaves bottom, immediately V2 had popped the Metamorphosis to be able to actually last hit versus General and be a little bit safer. So doing a good job to at least give the space this time for Kuma, and he's not suffering as he did on the Sven. It's the one thing that the Undying does provide for you versus Strength Heroes.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like a night and day, the comparison between the laning stage again when
but now Slayer
down here. But Slayer, he's got the Soul Rip heal. They've got enough damage. One more decay as he turns around, but they're going to have the hit for the Shadow Realm.
Got 6 stick.
Should do it. Oh, you're right. The stick charge is keeping him fine. And Slayer will live. We'll take the walk back to base, and it is around these 5 minutes runes. So with that pressure, Roger will be able to grab the one down on the bottom half. Looks up top though. Cyber Legacy will be able to secure the 2 themselves. As Magical heads over for the bottle refill. And wait, what? Dude, does this guy? What's he doing? Does he think he's Harry Potter?
What am I missing?
He's got 2 sticks.
No.
He's got 2. What's he doing with 2 sticks?
Oh no. Well, he's magical, right? So.
I mean, I guess. What's he doing? Oh. Well, okay. 2 sticks in action. A new build for the Tiny.
V-Tune and Big Num are kind of going at it. V-Tune. We'll be able to get away.
Got him. Oh, kill on the carry. I mean, that's 200 gold down the drain for Magical. I mean, he could sell it. He could sell it.
It's only 100 gold.
He could get a little bit of a refund.
Yeah, it's only 100.
He could get a little bit of a refund.
But now because Slayer actually went mid to refill that bottle, bottom dies, and now Slayer almost dies to the life drain too. But yeah, Terrorblade finally getting punished because that Undying ended up moving from lane. However, though, the good news, at least for Cyber Legacy, is that V-Tune is being slowed down a little bit. Not a whole lot, but at least a little bit.
Top lane. Was he trying to get in onto to always want to fly? Very hard now with the level 4 on the Phoenix. It's level 2 Fire Spirits. And he's able to slow down the attack, so the 2 of them allow V-Tune to get in, burn that mana from Blizzy. Actually, he hasn't got mana to play with. As over on the side of Cyber Legacy, it's got to the point where, yeah, Kuman's just sticking to the jungle. Doesn't want to go down to that bottom lane now that the levels are there. General's hit this. It's much too scary of a position for him to head out into. So it's going to be full jungle mode for now from Kuman.
They got to pull the creeps, though. Slayer's trying, but he's just going to get caught by an ult by the Mars, and General also finds a courier.
Yeah, with the wards on, too. Very nice there from General. I mean, just going to show it's... I mean, they're going to keep this pressure on. I mean, Magical might be able to take the pressure off. He's going to head down towards the bottom lane.
And they have to rotate the Snapfire mid, because otherwise Pugna's going to take the mid tower. So, good moves there. Good preparation by Cyber Legacy in these first 7 minutes. Even though it's 3-0, doing the nice little move around the map that they need to do to protect their towers. Roger just messing with Kuman in the jungle here. Taking some CS, taking some XP.
I mean, it's certainly going to slow him down a bit. I mean, they do need to slow down Kuman, because Kuman is, as you say, he's doing well on the CS.
He's got the 1 meta illusion still up. And it's gone now.
I mean, they're pinging Iceberg, and Roger want to try and kill him.
They can
want to try
very
and get
easily.
in it.
They have a ward placed perfectly too to see everything.
Yeah, Kuman's already starting to back. He's not even sticking around to hit the neutrals. He knows they're hunting for him. Has to spend this time just avoiding this movement from Iceberg and Roger. They get a hold onto him. They're able to blow him up very easily.
Yeah, he's going to have to play kind of sneaky to be able to find his farm. I feel like now is where Iceberg, you shouldn't really go for those dive plays in the jungle. Push the tower. This is the biggest element as a Pugna here, is taking out that mid tower as fast as possible. It's 8 minutes and he's barely hit it, actually. And he's actually just running to go look for the hunt again. He's just looking to try to stop Kuman. A bit surprising to see him do that.
And Slayer, they're able to get always want to fly there. They get in aggressive. The Few of them. V2 trying to turn and take out the mana of Blizzy.
He actually finds Iceberg after Kuma gets the D-ward. Iceberg gets the free kill because of it. Okay, I mean, I'll take back what I said. If he's able to just walk in.
I mean, also while Kuman was trying to TP out, so a death and no quick way to return to the map on respawn is going to have to take the walk to the jungle.
I can't believe he's able to actually just walk in. There's no vision covering the bottom side, even though he had his ward taken on Iceberg. Iceberg's like, whatever, I know where he's farming, so, okay. General continuing to just free farm bottom.
I mean, Magical's still looking to try and make something happen with these movements. You know, came down bottom, tried to hold onto that tower for a little bit. Now with him leaving Generals, yeah, as you say, he's finished it off. Magical's headed over to the top half. We'll see what he's able to do.
Look at Iceberg.
Is he gonna do it again?
Kuman, he's going for it again. Is he gonna get him again?
Oh, it's close. It's very, very close. But still, just time that Kuman's having to spend walking back to base. I mean, what was he able to find? He was able to get out of the base and I guess just start to hit on that one camp before Iceberg was heading over and pushing him back to base yet again.
He's ruining him. All right, well, I guess don't take the mid tower. Just know exactly where your enemy is going to go. You know, just read his mind.
Top lane. They're trying to get always on a fly with these body blocks, but it's not going to work. There's the counterplay. General's in with the arena. Spear down onto Blizzy. Blizzy is running into the wall, taking a bit of extra damage here as he looks to get away. Iceberg heading over the Decrepify to slow down Blizzy. Life Drain in the blast takes out the Legion Commander. They were able to snipe Always Wanna Fly, but they're going to lose two heroes for this. As not only Blizzy, but Slayer as well in trouble. Iceberg with the double. Making some very nice moves on the Pugna from just beating this Terrorblade back to the base and then responding top and cleaning up a couple of kills for his team.
This is concerning, Owen. Very concerning. As the Sand teammates, like we said, if he's not shut down in the laning phase, you know, the game looks really good for him. And his team is able to fight so well as for Always Want to Fly top. He's going to be spotted, though.
They've got him. They catch him mid-dive. Of course, not quite 6 yet. Now, actually, look at the Wars General. They had the 4 of them here. General pretty tanky. No arena for 30 seconds.
Iceberg's in the area.
Towards it.
Roger does have a TP available, too. Ooh, double neutral item just dropped from that camp.
Oh, they're going to push him away. They're left on the floor. They're going to be able to get this hold on to Iceberg. They take him out. They get the dual win, and they're able to grab both of the neutrals. These were what? They were both drops from Iceberg.
Yeah.
That have been taken away. They're able to steal the Jelly and the Poor Man's Shield away from Na'Vi. I mean, both, of course, items they would have been very happy to have. You know, AM would have loved the Poor Man's, and, of course, Royal Jelly. You never want to give up the Royal Jelly.
That is, he got baited by the items. He literally just turned the corner, and that's his death as soon as he turns the corner there. Blizzy shows top, though.
Got the combo. Terrorize into the arena. And that will do it. One of the tried and tested combos. One of the reasons why these two heroes are so beautiful together.
Yep. Magical. Trying to get the toss, but the zombies... Oh, no more zombies.
Just get the toss back. And in the blast, they've got him. Iceberg down yet again. I mean, that's how you mess with this, man. You've got to try and till Iceberg. And 2 kills in a row. And the tip's starting to come out as well. They know exactly what has to be done here. They have to keep hunting down this Pugna. If they can throw Iceberg off his game, they're going to have a solid shot here.
Yeah, absolutely. They're the ones actually being the aggressors in the mid lane versus this heavy team fight. But now, Na'Vi reacting. Can't actually connect much. Magical. We'll just be able to walk away. Time for Kuman to just be able to farm. And yeah, he gets a free jelly and a free Poor Man's Shield.
Nice. the grand heist there by Cyber Legacy. Very, very nicely done for themselves. That extra little bit of a boost in the early game.
I mean, it's huge because V2 doesn't have a neutral item. There's an AM without a neutral item.
Yeah, and he would have loved both. He would have loved both of those. Doesn't get them.
Pretty big. As top Na'Vi, they're setting up again. Blizzy keeps showing his face up here. And he's going to keep dying up here, it looks like.
Yeah, there's no way he can get out. Far too much damage between the 3 of them anytime with the Decrepify. Just so much to combo with it earlier on.
Bottom, Slayer messing with V2 a little bit. V2 doesn't want to commit forward to go for a kill. Although it is a kind of high mana pool, but it's a raindrop and all that, so.
Yeah, just focus on getting his Battle Fury done, which
Yeah.
should be out in good time.
Yeah, he is getting passed a little bit here by that Terrorblade, but we are seeing again. Yeah, look at that poor Pugna. Go for the attempt of going for neutral items and get obliterated. So that's always something they will have. That Mortimer Kisses versus Pugna will always be great to be able to bring that skeleton boy down.
General's playing it once again very nicely as the Mars. I mean,
He's
3-0-3 this game. He had a great showing in game one. Like he just always finds the ways to start the fights. Just straight in.
He also just uses the ulti, like no hesitation, I've noticed. Like it's up and he just uses it. He finds a target to go for rather than like sitting like a minute with it off cooldown. He's just very active, which I'd love to see.
Just solid trust in his teammates. I mean, every time we're seeing either Roger or Iceberg be behind him and just able to offer up that damage. He traps someone in the arena that they're going to have the damage at this point of the game to get the kill.
Yeah. Looks like they want to get active again here. Smoke is available. They're going to go for it. Iceberg, they're set up around mid.
I'm popping the Metamorphosis for this push. General to show. Iceberg starting with the blast.
Kuman has to be careful.
Take him out with the spear.
He's
They've
dead.
got him! Oh, they've got him! They can't even save him in time. It must have been just enough damage, that spear damage being amped up by the Decrepify. That really must have been just enough to get that kill, and it does. The Terrorblade is down.
633. I mean, that's a lot of damage just from that. Just the Decrep plus, I mean, Spear is one of the higher nukes in the game. It's 325, not the usual 300. So, yeah, just a little bit extra. Kuman. That was a fresh meta. Just had popped it as he walked up.
It was as well, wasn't it? Yeah, you're right. Let's see if they can get a kill here. They're trying with the duel, but the Supernova's out. He's very, very tanky. The Fear's going to push them away. The arena's down. It's going to trap the 4 of them. The Supernova hitting onto at least 3 of them with that stun. Magical trying to burst General down. The decay's there. It's not enough. General's going to live. He's going to be able to walk away, and it's 4 dead on Cyber Legacy.
And they finish off the
Na'Vi with a
tombstone.
phenomenal team fight around this mid lane. I mean, it always looked a bit risky, right? You're stepping up. You're dueling this Mars. You've got to have some insane damage to break through that shield. Otherwise, you're just sort of locking yourself in for a terrible team fight.
Yeah, especially that they have everyone at the backup. They have the tower, like Phoenix and Willow. They have the combo. We see immediately the Fire Spirits. They connected on 3 heroes, I believe, as the duel happened. So nobody's attacking. There's a Hood that he popped before it all happened, too. So he's just completely resistant to all the spells. And then all the ults come out. It's easy for Na'Vi there.
I mean, you know, definitely in that moment, whoever made the call to make the duel, you basically just initiated a free team fight for Na'Vi. You know, that was always an incredibly risky move to make, and a move that I don't know if it ever works out. I mean, even if there wasn't a team on the high ground behind the Mars, you know, General is likely to be able to step away, or at least buy time for TPs to come in. So, yeah, definitely a bit of a misplay there from Cyber Legacy trying to commit for that duel.
Yeah, and it's
Na'Vi 5k ahead.
And it's not like, the thing about that fight too is like, what are you going to gain after that? Let's say they did kill General, right? Like, are they actually going to be able to go forward and take the tower with Kuman not having meta? Who's going to hit the tower there? Like, this decision-making coming out here from Cyber Legacy is very forced. It feels like they're kind of lost in the game when they do that type of move there. When they're into a Hood Mars, that's not the target you want to be going for. And yeah, you just handed Na'Vi so much as the anti-mage is just farming during all of it. So
yeah,
it's like a double negative or a triple negative even.
And I think so that moment was maybe more of an exaggerated example, but I think just looking across the game, it's not an easy game for the Legion, right? Yeah, anytime you're committing with the duel, there's going to be a Supernova, Decrepifies, Terrorizes, arenas, just so many ways for Na'Vi to mess with any duel attempt that Cyber Legacy try and take when it's not one of Na'Vi's members getting caught out alone.
Yeah. I believe the duel supersedes the fear, but either way, you're just standing there, right? Like,
I think you don't get sent back, but I think you stop attacking, right?
Yeah, I know I tested this one a couple weeks back.
Yeah, I think you're right. You don't get turned around and you don't run away, but I think you might sort of be frozen in position.
I think you just stand there. We'll see it again probably in some situation as Arcane Rune for Iceberg. They're looking for a fight again. They know that they have just infinitely stronger team fight at all stages of the game compared to Cyber Legacy, and they get a ward.
Oh, look what they found! They found Kuman straight away. In they go. Cyber Legacy is going to try and commit though, despite losing their Terrorblade. They are able to blow up the Phoenix.
Okay.
Can they get anything more out of this already? On the high ground, Iceberg doing the damage to Blizzy. Blizzy is able to step away. They're killing off the Tombstone first. Mortimer's Kiss is committed by Bignum. in an attempt to look towards General. Magical is able to get him with another jump onto Iceberg. Iceberg getting low, but he's out of the range of the kisses. Turns around there with his Graphite blast onto Slayer. They've killed off the Undying. General, he's looking for more. The Blink body blocks onto Bignum. Bignum slowed down by the Decrepify. General continue to block him off, but Bignum is able to jump away with the cookie. He will manage to break himself away from Na'Vi. So a little bit of an attempt there from Cyber Legacy to turn things around. They get the Phoenix kill, but still they're losing 2 for it. And of course, just losing Kuman at the beginning of it all, just caught at the front of that movement that Na'Vi catch him off with.
Yeah, I mean, it's really feeling quite impossible here for Cyber Legacy. They just have no fight. Like this Mortimer Kisses and this Tombstone just feels like it does nothing versus this team at all. And then, yeah, that's kind of their biggest team fight. The Mortimer Kisses just feels like it's not doing that much because it's always General just taking the majority of it with a hood. Yeah, this is looking like very neat game playing here from Na'Vi, all things working out. And Cyber Legacy, Kuman just I don't know what he's going to be able to do in this game. Like you said, we mentioned it right at the start. He needs a BKB to ever be able to play this game. Yeah. And he's going to be quite a ways away from it.
Like, so the only times you can sort of get away with a Terrorblade when in this sort of game before the BKB is if you have someone to save. And at the moment, what you have is sort of Snapfire Cookie and a press the attack from the Legion. And these aren't really things that are just going to allow Kuman to turn around in any of the fights. He's got to farm this BKB before he turns up. And he is trying. They do just keep hunting him down and finding him.
They have a ward on
Legacy.
They have a ward on the high ground. Always want to fly.
They're just going to pop the supernova and blow up the Undying. They do manage to commit and turn with the little Shredder, but General's in, has the catch onto Bignum. Again, sure, they're losing, always want to fly on the Phoenix, but they'll take that trade every time. It's just a support Phoenix going down, and Na'Vi continuing to just get the favorable trades. They find 2 kills. V-Tune's farm continues to remain in a great place. He's just about 1,200 away from having the Manta on top of the Battle Fury. Yep. 9k lead for Na'Vi. It's just not looking to get any easier for Cyber Legacy.
No, and it's, you know, it is going to progress to just being this absolutely free anti-mage game, and as we keep reiterating, it's not a free Terrorblade game. He has so many counters that he has to worry about. Cyber Legacy is setting up bottom. They do know where V-Tune is positioned. They might be able to actually get him here on this creep wave. Let's see.
Let's see. They need the combo from the Tiny. They're going to toss in the Legion to find the duel. They got the damage. They do.
They do.
They do indeed. They will be able to find it. It works out.
Wasn't a victory for that duel. I don't believe, at least. I didn't see the victory.
Was it not?
I didn't see the thing come up. But I didn't see what other duel he won.
I'm trying to think if he had 20 before. Or if
no, I really wasn't paying attention. I didn't see the victory pop up, and I thought I would have heard double, right? And he didn't get the press attack bonus. But anyway, General jumping in.
See if they can get more from this. I mean, again, every time they go for these fights, Bignum tries to turn things with the Mortimer's Kisses, but there's just nothing ready to hold Na'Vi in place to allow the Snapfire to really connect with the damage. As Na'Vi just step away. General just continuing to find action. 6-0-9 this game as Mars. Excellent game from him so far. Excellent series, as we've been saying. I mean, it definitely feels like a bit of a rough drafting decision to sort of let Na'Vi get the sort of Mars-Willow combo twice in a row. And this time, not only the Mars-Willow combo, as you say, just having it being complemented by a Phoenix as well. It just seems that Na'Vi is just that good at playing with this style of hero.
Especially when they open with the Phoenix, too, so they end up getting everything they really wanted to kind of set up for themselves. Yeah, their drafting definitely seems just a little bit better overall over Cyber Legacy.
And you can see as well in the farm, sure, Kuman's farm, it's still up there, but both Magical and Blizzy, they're starting to fall behind.
Yeah, and this Terrorblade is, like we keep saying, you know, he's versus counters, he's versus a lot of heroes that just mess with him, and yeah, his illusions too. They're always, the illusions is one thing I always definitely look at, is that they're just gonna melt so much AoE damage. It's just always gonna be out inside the fights too. So General, even now they gave him the Nether Shawl for even more magic resist. So pipe plus a Nether Shawl on this Mars. Lovely, 64% magic resist.
I'm just starting to eye up some of the tier 2s. Na'Vi.
Sure.
Pushing it. More than happy for Cyber Legacy to turn up if they want to. Doesn't look like Cyber Legacy will. They themselves trying to get some pressure on this tier 2 tower top. Kuman still struggling towards the BKB. He's nearly got it, about 600 gold, and it will be there.
He's gonna try to beat on this top tower. I feel like this is a kind of scary movement here. I feel like Na'Vi could look to set up around here. Do they have TPs available? They actually do. Yeah, General's definitely gonna go up there. You see Kuman without a BKB. This is like a free kill.
Kuman he's gonna die surely. He's gonna get the Sunder off, but the Sunray and the Terrorize, Kuman's just dead. Na'Vi protect the tower, chase them down, Supernova out, they're trying to turn, they do manage to find Iceberg at least with a successful duel. But again, it's just the numbers favoring Na'Vi in each of these fights as it's looking to be a 3-for-1. As Na'Vi, they finish the tier 2 tower top, they're back in time to defend, and again, just the vulnerabilities of this Terrorblade. And an easy jump for General starts off another excellent fight for Na'Vi.
I also can't believe the positioning he's honestly in. Like, he's playing near Blizzy, but they're so far deep, like toward the tower rather than on the left side, like playing in like a normal position to be able to hit the tower. So he's just, like, as soon as General ports, he's dead. There's no way of the Mars ulti and reset the fight completely. That's just feels like a very weird choice for them to go for there.
It's been a rough series really for Kuman. I mean, last game again just sort of 4-5-2. This game 1-5-0 so far. As the Terrorblade, and as we said, in the draft, I believe what the Terrorblade was picked up fourth. It wasn't a position where you would imagine they would have had some sort of greater idea of how to get the game in a place where their carry's actually able to play Dota. Because at the moment, he's hitting the creeps, but not at a rate that's allowing him to keep up with the anti-mage. And even with the creeps that he's hit, the items that he's got, I mean, BKB is still not quite there. He's 200 gold away from it. But even now, when that's done, you know, it's not like it's going to really change too much. Sure, he's not going to get blown up immediately, but I mean, there's still the chance they get the jump on him before he's able to pop it. So Kuman's got to be very prepared when they do find him in these fights. And
he's a full item behind the anti-mage too. It's like he's got the BKB, but now anti-mage is going to have Scotty finished up pretty soon. And then once the like, if he gets Basher, it's like this Terrorblade. They need to win the next fight pretty much on the side of Cyber Legacy, or they're out of this game. It really feels like the anti-mage is going to be able to do whatever he pleases with this next item.
They're going to try and smoke. They want to try and do something with this BKB pick up on Kuman.
Okay.
They got the meta back up in 5 seconds. But Na'Vi's got the full team fight. All ults ready to go. Na'Vi
are they going to try to sneak
ground.
this? Maybe this is what they're trying to do. Just sneak a Roche?
I mean, when you're behind, it's these sort of moves that you have to go for. It's hard to take a team fight, but the question is if Na'Vi are going to check this out before it goes down. It doesn't look like it. Cyber Legacy, they're getting away with this move. Na'Vi are not going to suspect this in time. This is going to be a Roshan by looks for it. They're starting to head over now. Are they actually going to be able to make the jump in time? It's getting low, but no. Ooh. Cyber Legacy, they've already got it. Now Na'Vi will still continue to look to take the fight, though, happily, as they kill off Blizzy. The Aegis immediately taken out of the hands of Kuman. They're going to look for a second round upon him. Can they kill him off? He's going to go for the BKB TP out. They've got nothing to stop it. So Kuman will make it out of there. Slayer will not, though. So they do get Roche and the Aegis, but the Aegis immediately taken away. 2 heroes losing their life as well. It was something, but it's not a lot for Cyber Legacy.
What the heck was that? You see that up top?
So what did he do? He mana voided super early?
blinked. He blinked, mana voided the Tiny at full HP, full mana. I think he was trying to. I think he was trying to stop the blink.
He was trying to stop the blink, right?
Yeah, so that the guy could not blink TP, but then he just literally TP'd right in front of his face.
I'm sure Vincire's probably not too worried. He probably feels that he's got this game in the bag. He's like, whatever, we didn't kill the Tiny. I've got my Scotty.
It was just funny the way I saw him use the spell. Like, he literally just blinked on him and just mana voided with full HP. Yeah, still in a super comfortable position, and like you said, sure, Roche dies, but Aegis is gone, and they forced the first BKB use from Kuman, so down to 9. And a Scotty on V-Tune, and a DD in the bottle. More than ready to fight, and they are going to find the fight, it seems like. First they find Slayer. Roger wants more.
See if they can find Blizzy or Magical. Roger's trying his best to hunt. I mean, Magical's still here in the trees, but unlikely that they find him. Slowly dying. Magical's going to have TP up in a second, so we'll be returning to base.
Or does he want to do the big cut?
Does he want to get a creep play? Yeah. I mean, he might try for it. He's sticking around. He has got BKB TP out in all fairness, so, you know, can go for it without the risk of them having anything to stop that TP through the BKB. So yeah, he's sticking around. He's going to cut another wave here, Magical.
They're just not getting much on the map at all. Kuman is okay. He's gotten the Eagle Song at least farmed up. He found a little bit of space, but yeah, look at those other cores. The Tiny, the Legion Commander finding little to nothing, and the two supports. These two supports are also quite deprived. Bignum almost has the Aghanims finished up though, which can be kind of nice.
All right, and then what's the plan? You sort of what, shoot the Legion in for a duel?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
Shoot him on the Pugna.
I mean, that'll do, yeah. If they're able to get in on top of him straight away with the duel. And they are likely to have good damage to take out Iceberg. He's decently tanky though, does have the Sanj, of course, and that Kaya Sanj. We'll see. Maybe that's going to do something. This Axe on Snapfire. Very close to having it done.
They're gonna hope. They're gonna have to hope for some type of miracle inside of the fights. They can't. They still just can't do a 5-on-5 fight though, by any means. They have to kill somebody before the fight starts. Even honestly, I might even say they might have to kill 2 heroes before the fight starts because of how weak they really are.
Yeah, V2 pretty much with a full back after the Skadi.
Yeah, he can just stand toe-to-toe versus the Terror Blade in all situations now at no fear.
And Blizzy's going to show top, but General's here. Not going to go hunting in the trees for him, though. With the Spear already used, Blizzy is very likely to be able to TP out of this.
Yeah,
down bottom, Magical. He's right up to the tower. V2's going to jump in on him. Magical popping the BKB. He's got no TP. It's also on cooldown for 20 seconds. The Avalanche will stop the dive.
He's dead, isn't
Magical,
he?
he's got no escape from this. No escape whatsoever. At the slowdown of the Skadi. V2 coming in to finish off the job with the Mana Void. Yeah, having a bit too aggressive of a poke to that tower without the suitable backup available to save him.
I was just theory crafting some silly stuff.
The feature, look at it. He just scanned into the trees. He knows they're around. He knows someone's hiding in here, and he's gonna be able to find them.
The supports.
He's gonna be able to find the 2 of them. The Terrorists as well coming in to cancel Slayer's TP. And Na'Vi just with the full-out control. You cannot hide from this lineup. You cannot hide at all. Both supports' lives put to an end. There's now 18k lead, 28-9. Pichu in level 23.
Taking the outpost. Roger's here.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And they're going high ground.
I mean,
forcing TP's back.
Why not?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
With the lead they have, they can get away with a lot right now, Na'Vi.
General just gets full healed by that Sunray. Level 17 Phoenix. It's a 5-position Phoenix, by the way.
Blizzy.
And yeah, they just find Blizzy easy.
They're falling apart right now. They're falling apart. Game 1 was rough. This game 2 looked at least as equally as rough so far. They're going to need some sort of incredible turnaround to deal with Na'Vi's power that they've built up.
Oh, they're about to gobble up. They're about to throw Magical in. So they can do what? They can throw the Tiny in, he can get a toss back, and then he can blink before they do any damage to him.
I mean, that might do it. Yeah, that
could
might
be some pretty good stuff.
Gobble into the toss back. Maybe.
Oh, V-Tune's gonna have Abyssal. So 2 items over, and oh my, okay, yeah, that's when you know.
Yeah, General wants to join.
General got a Dagon. Yeah, they're having fun. Well, actually, here's your actual analysis. Dagon one-shots illusions. So no split pushing for those terrible illusions.
Very true. And also, you do have to decrepify and pin it up. So, you got to be careful on this TB seeing low HP. Oh, here we go. Magical is going to get shot in onto General.
But it's General.
General doesn't seem to care too much. The Supernova's going to come out. BKB committed as well as Kuman's trying to finish off the egg. Can he do so?
He can't hit it.
He can't. He couldn't get the egg. He's going to get stunned by the Supernova. They've lost 2. Kuman gets exploded by V2 with the Mana Void, and it's another cleanup by Na'Vi. They couldn't kill the egg. He popped the BKB, tried to step out, and they're going to call it. They know this game's over. GG as Na'Vi. A pretty easy 2-0 for them today here against Cyber Legacy. They did not seem